Floss2.
Hi, Floss2.
I'm Chris.
I'm Jane.
And we're the BosStitchers. Thanks for joining us. Today is Thursday, March 3rd, and this is episode 40. And
It's been a little while.
It's been a while. Yes, we were in a different location last time.
Yeah, how's your foot?
It's good, thank you. I had surgery 3 weeks ago tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And it's really healing nicely. So, and thank you for the kind words from many viewers. And a shout out to our friend Diane, who had foot surgery yesterday. So hope hers goes well too.
And you can do a lot more felting and like the felt ornaments that she made us.
Yes.
And, so Diana's a crafty person too.
Yeah,
so
the crows and
yeah.
Gee, think about all the things you can be home making us, Diane.
Well, I hope things go well.
But I am sorry that I missed a big event.
Yes.
Last Saturday.
Yeah, so
tell us all about it.
All right, so I went to the World in Stitches, and it's our usual Saturday group with two special guests. Our friends Kathy and Missy came down from Maine and spent the day with us, and it was just a lot of fun. So it was really nice seeing them again, and Randy had quite a bit of fabric on hand. She had gotten in some new charts. So a good time was had by all.
As if they needed further motivation,
right? yeah.
But they have promised to come back again, and we'll hold them to that.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, it was really a very nice weekend.
That's great.
So yeah, looking forward to when you can come back.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So, well, we have a lot of stuff to show today. We're a little bit we're overdue for our floss tube. So.
And with that, would you like to throw out the first stitch?
I would.
Okay.
All right. So this lives in my bag that my friend Tracy gave me from OG Stitchery, and I'm doing the beads, Buttons and Beads Winter Series, the Christmas Village by Mill Hill, and I'm doing Mill Hill Mondays, so I am stitching on this. Yes, I'm stitching on this every Monday. And so I started with this one, and this is the tree farm. And this is what I have so far.
Very nice.
This is my little needle minder from Kathy and Missy.
I love that.
Perfect for this project.
That's pretty good for just a couple of Mondays, right?
So, I don't know how many Mondays I've worked on this, but I started doing Mill Hill Mondays just like a couple of weeks ago. But I did have some stitches in it. But I'm finding that one thing that's frustrating is going back and forth from the chart. So I look at the symbol and I say, okay, I'm going to stitch, or I look at this and I say, okay, now I'm going to stitch, say over here. So I look at the symbol and then I go to get the thread, look to see what color thread it is, and then the symbol ends up being a bead.
Oh.
So it's like, okay, so I want to stitch this, so but I'm not going to stitch that because it's a bead. And I want to, okay, so then I'll try over here. Well, I'm not going to stitch that because that's a bead. So I've started trying to do some color completion. So if any of you experts on Mill Hill kits out there have any tips for me, let me know, because I'm thinking what I started is, I did the first, now that I had some stitches in and I have a little bit more reference, I think I can start doing some color completion, so then I'll start with the first thread, color, do all of that, go down to the second one, do all that color. Unless it's just a matter of trial and error.
Keeper? You think that would help at all?
I don't know if I can put it on Pattern Keeper. I could try, but
yeah, I was just thinking that might help to identify them all.
Yeah, or I guess the other thing is if I've stitched a section, like this section here is totally complete as the sign. That it's totally complete now except for the beads. So then maybe I just start putting in beads. But I've always heard, this is my first Mill Hill kit, so I've always heard with Mill Hills that you
wait until the end.
Yeah, wait until the end to put in the beads.
Seems to be the prevailing wisdom.
Yeah. So I am hoping that our friend Connie from right?
Yeah.
From Count Twice, Stitch Once.
I usually
can help
count
me with
once,
this.
Stitch twice myself, but I think Connie's on to something.
Yeah. So, yes, she has, I've heard her, we've been referred to as the Mill Hill Queen. So, Connie, if you have any words of wisdom for me,
jump right in.
Yeah, let me know. All right. And then we had some snow.
We certainly did.
So
you must have just zipped right along on that one.
Yeah. So I have a snow day project. So every day it snows. I work on Button Up by the Prairie Schooler.
What if it snows on a Monday?
Well, then I'm up the creek.
Doesn't matter. It snows on Fridays this year.
So this is Button Up, and let's see. I'm doing this on just a Lugana. It's a 32 count, just white Lugana.
Oh, I see progress, Jane.
And yes, so I have finished. I'm not really sure if I had this block finished the last time I showed it, but anyway, that one is done.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's cute.
Then
I came down here, and this block is finished except for the back stitch. There's a couple of twigs that I have to put in for the snowman's arms. So that's done, and then I started on the block above. And, it's getting so close, I might have to start stitching on this
non-snow days.
Non-snow days.
I mean, how many more can there be? I know.
Bite your tongue.
I know.
So, yeah, but this is a really fun project.
That's terrific.
So. All right. And my next project lives in my Boston Red Sox bag that was made for me by my friend Missy. And it's such a cute little bag.
Yeah,
it's got the baseballs inside,
and I guess
so,
this is all you're going to see of baseball,
I was
isn't
just about to say that. We'll see if that's all I get of baseball this year. But
I guess it's early on.
yeah, but millionaires fighting with billionaires. So this project is Temperature Butterflies, and it is designed by Stitchin Mommy. And for each butterfly is a month, and each section in the butterfly is a day in the month, and according to the temperature, you stitch the DMC color. So I can't find my other spreadsheet. I'm sure I have it in here somewhere, but I have made a spreadsheet. So, for example, this is what it looks like here. So, so this is January and then February, and I'm doing the high temperatures. So on the 16th, this was the high temperature. Looking on the chart, it translates into this color DMC. So I do that for all of them, and then sit down and stitch it. I have not finished February yet.
You look close.
Yeah, I just have a couple more days to do. This is what I worked on during our stitch day.
Oh,
So,
that's a good one.
So here is my January butterfly, and then here is my February butterfly. And these yellows represent, you know, I think like in
Unseasonably
the
warm
like
days.
60s, yeah. And then I did start doing the outline for the March butterfly. I really got to get going on that because I got to start filling in March. So this is a fun one to do too, because it's just, you know, once you get the butterfly done, it's really just all fill in, and it's fun. I like doing this. And Stitchin Mommy has a number of different patterns that you could do. She has the tree one I really like. She has a tree. She has hot air balloons.
Oh, that's pretty.
She has typography. So there's a number of things. So she's on Etsy if you want to go check her out. This was a new start for me.
Ooh. A new old start.
This is a kit, and it's from Permin of Copenhagen, and they don't give names to their designs that I can see anyway. So I'm calling this Daffodil Table Runner.
Aptly named.
Yep. And I'm making this for a friend of mine. Before I go on, I should tell you that this is 28 count. The fabric is 28 count Glacier. So I always forget to tell people the details, but if I forget, it's in the description box. So anyway, this is a kit, and I started with part of the border, and then this is just one edge of the table runner.
Nice. I like that yellow.
Yeah. That's 14 count,
Is
and
that flower
there's
cotton? Or is that what that's called? That flower thread?
no, this is just DMC.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's good because, you know, you can kind of fill in the petals, and there's some stitching that's kind of confetti-ish, and then some that's fill in. So that's nice. And then Janet, our finisher, if you're watching,
Rest up.
start figuring out how to finish a table runner, please. So, speaking of Janet, this is living in my Looney Tunes bag from
Very popular one from her line.
Yeah, from Studio 88 West, and she's on Etsy. And of course I had to get this because of Sylvester. And speaking of Studio 88 West,
Oh, yeah.
here's another bag. This is my Peanuts bag, and it has my little the little Snoopy charm on it.
You have to have a beagle.
I did notice that she has one of these on her site right now.
Ooh, that'll go fast.
She did have one, a Hogwarts Marauders map, but these get snapped up so quickly that I lost out on that one.
Oh.
But she also has she has one on there that's these dogs. And it's really cute. She also has she also puts in there a it could be like a needle book because there's felt in it, or one of those Ort catchers.
Yeah,
so
those are nice.
Yeah. Anyway, in this bag is a Cedar Hill chart, and it is called Barnyard Sampler. This is one of the smalls that I'm doing. And I didn't take this out of the hoop. So
Yeah, we
but
can
I
see
have,
that clearly. You got a lot done on that, Jane.
Yeah. So this is on 32 count linen in flax, and I have the mother hen done, and the F and the alphabet done.
I think we talked about that before. Those kind of looked like the hens at East Hill Farm that we saw when we were there.
Yeah. Some of them were like really
Yankee.
pretty funky colors.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to get that done soon so that I can start another
Replace
small. Yeah. All right, and then the last one that I'm going to show, this one, so I'm not going to show Let Freedom Ring this week because I really haven't done too much on it. I've done a little bit more of the flowers, but not really worth showing. I really have to get going on that. So I decided not to bring it, but I did bring my Michael Jolly design pattern, Little Women. And this is...
That is a beauty.
This is a chart. This is 1996. This was my unicorn chart, and someone at Galleria, as we were chatting about Little Women charts, and I was lamenting about my unicorn chart, she said, "Oh, I have it," and so she sent it to me. So I will be forever grateful, Karen. So thank you very much. And since it is March, I've decided that every day in March I'm going to stitch on the March Sisters. So this is on a 32 count Belfast linen. It's a Seraphim fabric in Dusty Rose. I didn't take this off the Q-snap either. I don't really have very much done on it, but
That's only the
it's
third.
gonna be
Yeah.
So
That is great fabric, Jane.
it's really nice.
Yeah.
I love Seraphim fabric.
Yeah.
And that, let's see, those are my whips.
All right.
What you got?
Well, let's see. Not as much as you, and I don't really have a very good excuse, do I?
Well, you've been convalescing. You've
Right.
probably done a lot of resting.
That's it. Okay, this is a continuation of what I showed last time. This is All is Bright. Can you see that?
Yep.
I think?
Yep.
Okay, good. And this is from Herrschner's Big Book of Christmas Crafts, Make It Merry edition. I believe that was 2021. And I'm not exactly sure where I was last time on this, but I think I was working on the letters, And then I did a little bit more, got the starfish started before I put it away. This was one of our BossMe selections, which is a whip-go kind of
Activity.
Thank you. Grasping for that word that we do with our friends at Kathy and Missy at Two Needles Pulling Thread. And we have a few selections a month. So that was one of mine. And I worked on that for the first half. And then I had intended to do my other two. And I happened to take out first Hands-on Design, Let's Talk Summer. And this is my last in the series. And I had meant today to, I'm going to go by meteorological, a hard to pronounce word, season. So spring started on March 1st, and I meant to take down my winter and put up my spring, and I was going to show that today with this, but we'll have to wait for next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
For that. Didn't get to that. So I was going to work just 5 days on this and then go to my last selection, which was Portuguese fish, but I, for various reasons, just kept going on this. Mm-hmm. And so I thought, I'd really like to get all that white lettering done by the end of February. And I just kind of slid in at the end. And really was to kind of go over to March 1st. And then I thought, I'm just going to finish out the day and I'm going to put in a little bit of color on it.
Yeah.
And then I kind of kept going and going. And now I said to Jane,
great.
I'd really like to go for a finish in March. So yeah. I think I can finish this up this weekend.
Definitely.
And then move on to my planned March stitches. And this, like most of the other ones I've done, is on BeStitchMe. It's an 18-count dirty chalkboard.
Nice.
Love that fabric.
Yeah.
Called for DMCs. So that's fun. I really wanted to put this to rest. So I think I'm going to.
Then you'll have the whole series done.
Yeah.
That's great. Yeah.
So short and sweet.
Well, hey, every stitch counts, right?
Right.
Finishes?
I have an FFO.
Okay.
Should we jump ahead, or are you?
I have no finishes.
Okay.
I have no finishes.
All right. Well, this will look very familiar to our viewers. I said to Jane, I have done this Pine Mountain Wondrous kit so often. People probably think I'm just pulling the same one out. But I have done it for many a little Christmas
I haven't seen
gift.
evidence of more than one, I just want to say.
I'll have to give names and addresses of the recipient. And who knows, maybe one year I'll keep one of these. That'll put an end to it. So I think I was almost finished with this last time, but now it's set. And this is, I say it every time, but it is my favorite of the Pine Mountain ones. So
I really have to. I
for
have to do that one. I
Christmas
love that one.
Presents, and that's that.
Okay. All right. Random acts of kindness.
Sure.
So, Missy and Kathy came bringing gifts. Kathy knows my obsession with Noah's Ark, so she brought me this. This is a Stony Creek chart, and it's called Noah, An Eternal Promise. So I think that's really cute.
It's really something, Jane, that somebody can come up with a new one that you don't have.
I know. So
kudos to Kathy on that
right,
one.
That's right. So thank you, Kathy. I appreciate
That's
that.
Very nice.
And you got a chart from Missy.
Yes, I did. I got this chart. Now I have to put this somewhere. that I love from, it's with Thy Needle and Thread, and various Valentine pieces. I like all of those.
Yeah.
Those are really cute. That is my goal, to have a little basket of these for next year.
Okay, we're going to hold you to it.
Thank you, Missy. Really appreciate this. This is a lovely chart. Of course, Missy would be very hard to compete with on the finishing department. But
I know.
And then I have further stitching kindness from Jane. I love these. I can't think of, I think it's
Rolling pins?
Rolling pins, yes. But I was trying to think of the designer that does these. It's something Dreaming, I think.
Oh, I have no idea.
New York Dreamer, I think.
Okay.
Does some various finishes on these, and just came out with a new one, I think, at Market for apple pie. So I am looking forward to doing one of these soon. And I have some more stitchy kindness from Jane too.
Just to keep her busy.
And she
Because I don't think she has enough to stitch.
Yeah, I was a little afraid of that too. Jane was very sneaky, and she got on my 1, 2, 3 list, and I was just thinking as we were talking, you said to me, do you have these? And I don't, but it's funny because I just recently went in and I deleted some things there, which I either had or had completely forgot about, so that was really fortunate.
Yeah.
So this is great. This is Needle Bling Designs S'mores. Not that I like those,
Yeah.
but
Let's see if we can get the glare off it a little bit. There we
that's
go.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, that would be a fun one to do.
That's
I really
cute.
like that.
Yeah.
And Jane seems to be on a theme here, because this is Poutini, When I Think of Winter. And that's another great one. And she also got me the lovely called for Swigart linen that goes with this. So I have no excuses not to start this one, Jane. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
This is a fun take.
All
Should I
right.
move
Do
on
you
to
wanna-
haul?
Yeah, do
or-
you want to?
Yeah.
You want to start with yours?
Sure. Okay. Wait. Sorry, this isn't as organized as it should have been. And I forgot, I took that out. I forgot to show my beautiful London theme bag from Missy. This is terrific, and that's where my All Is Bright lives inside of. Okay. Oh, jeez.
Need some help?
I had all day. Wouldn't you think I would have this a little bit better organized? Almost there. Okay. So my last time at the World in Stitches, so this is a while ago now because I didn't have this with me the last time we filmed. Randy still had the Erica Michaels trunk show at that point, and I picked up this Blessings Be More. And I'm Irish and I don't have any St. Patrick's Day stitching, so, and I don't this year either, but
But
hopefully next year. I'm on it. I'm looking forward to that.
Just say, may your troubles be less and your blessings be more, and nothing but happiness come through your door. Very nice.
Yeah. And then Elila's Studio. This is Seasons, Winter. And I was saying to Jane, last time I had showed a piece of dapple fabric I had got from 123. And, I love dapple and it could go with so many things, but I wasn't quite sure why I had dapple. And then when I picked this up, I thought, yep, that's it.
Okay.
So that was good. This I believe I might have shown before. This is a new little rosewood manna cuppa, which I think is just adorable. But I did get the, just plain old, but the white, antique white rather, Zweigart to do that on. So I'm glad I have that. I think I could probably swap this out for one of my No New Starts 22 that I've done, finished the small ones on.
What's the size? Oh, 72 by 74.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
For a small, though, that's a lot of stitching.
It is a lot of, yeah, there's a lot of, yeah. It is a solid 72
it
by
certainly
74.
Is. Yeah. But I think I might do that. I really like that. And the fabric I got, along with this chart, I have wanted for a while now, which will be familiar to many people, Fox and Rabbit's Mary Morgan's. And I just love that. I'm not a big sampler person, but those vivid colors really appeal to me. And I know that Julie of Kansas City, Girl in the Colorado World, along with others, have called it the Lisa Frank Sal. And I'm quite sure that Julie is younger than I am, and probably is doing it with other people of that who have some memory of Lisa Frank, who I think was like very brightly items during the 80s or something were popular.
Okay.
But I was before Lisa became, so I don't have that association, but I do love the colors. It's all DMC. I was telling Jane, amazingly, for once, I had all the DMC.
Wow!
Yeah. On like this pretty exhaustive list, you know? We always say, like, you know, how many times over have we bought those? So this won't be a new start anytime soon, but I am happy to have it. And I think
is that a large
for me?
BAP?
Ooh, I think we just crossed over into the BAP category.
Okay.
Let me just
all right.
289 times 291.
That's it.
Yeah,
Yep.
that would mean I'd have to finish this year's BAP, so I could, that I haven't started yet. So. Oh well.
Oh well. This time.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, so I guess I will do my haul. I got my Gentle Arch threads from Welcome Stitchery. And
Need a board?
do we have one?
Yes, we do.
I can get it.
I think I can
All right.
just push myself over there.
Okay. In the meantime, I think a lot of people have already seen this, but this is the Color and Cotton February fabric, and it is
Yes,
called
nice.
Stoneware. And that is
You need a board for that?
So sure. That's what it looks like.
That's lovely.
Yeah, it's really pretty. Hey, you know what I realized?
Yeah.
So, I don't get the same fabrics that you do because we get them every
We're
other
the
month, but we're the
months.
opposite
Yeah,
months.
so that's kind of nice.
It is
isn't
kinda nice.
Yeah, we've got variety.
That's right.
Yeah.
We can-
That's darker than usual, but I like that.
yeah. I'll find something
Yeah.
nice to put on that. Okay,
All right.
so
That for you.
thank you. We have.
Is there a letter theme this time?
So L's, well, L's, mostly L's. There's a K and a J and a, you know.
Okay.
Anyway, and an M. This is called Melon Patch.
Oh, yeah.
A little closer, maybe. There we go. And that one's pretty. It's Lagoon.
Ooh, that is pretty.
And we have Island Blue. That's really, let's see if I can get that. Yeah, it's got lots of It's got like a teal and blue and
yeah.
green. Yeah.
Nice.
And then this is Liberty. And a nice purpley, that's Jasmine. And this is Lemon Drops.
Ooh, that's a nice yellow.
Yeah. And this is Linen. It's a nice variegation in that.
Yeah.
Maple Syrup. And this is
Wow.
Kiwi. And
It's a good March color.
Yeah. And then finally, Lamb's Wool.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Good selection.
Yeah, so I'm happy with those.
Yeah.
So as I said, Randy had a lot of fabric from Seraphim. She got in a nice big order of it. And so I bought a couple of pieces. This is not a Seraphim, this is a Zweigart, but I thought it was very pretty.
Yes.
This is a 32 count, and this is called Vintage Sahara.
Ooh.
So I don't know if this is going to really show very well, but it's kind of a pale,
Yeah.
kind of a pale yellow.
Yeah. Just like the slightest hint of it.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And then this is a Seraphim, and this is called Castle Rushes.
Ooh.
And I like this because it's like a subtle green, greenish, yellowish. But I thought that this would be. Oops.
You know, since you can't get, is it Pampas that?
Yeah.
Kind of like the
Yeah.
next closest thing.
So something, yeah, it's got this little, it's got a bit of green to it, so it's not really showing up very well though.
No. Help
But
with this at all?
it's, well, probably not.
Yeah.
But anyway, that would be good for, could be good for
That's a nice
spring.
big piece too.
Yeah, I liked it because, well, I got a half for this because I was thinking spring, and I was also thinking Halloween.
Oh yeah,
maybe.
right.
And then the last piece I got was called Winter Woolen, and this is just another nice another nice neutral.
Plus those Seraphim, they just feel so great.
Yeah. So yeah.
Very nice.
I'll find something to put on that.
Yeah. I bet the crowd went wild for that.
Oh.
The Seraphim.
Yeah. Randy's fingers, I'm sure, was sore from all the
Right.
cutting that she ended up doing. This I had seen a while ago and finally decided that I would hunt for it, and I found it on eBay. This is an older chart. Surprise, right? 1986.
Ooh, going
And
back in time.
this is from Meredith Mark Designs, and it's called Bait Shop. Look at how cute that is. Tons of seagulls all around. Isn't that cute?
Yes, it is. It's a classic.
And then I did a little book shopping. So I think I have showed this book before. This is the Heritage Village Collection cross stitch patterns, and this is the Dickens Village series. And I'll just show you a couple of quick things in here. Here's Fagin's Hideaway. Here's the Old Curiosity Shop. And here's Victoria Station. So it's a cool book.
Yeah.
And so I realized that there were other Heritage Village collection books.
Why stop at one?
And so I'm doing the Christmas Village by Mill Hill, and I'm going to have all those smalls made into stand-ups so that I can set up my own little Christmas village. And I did think, as I was purchasing these, how many villages do you really need? So
I see an addition going on to your house.
You may be asking yourself, how many buildings could she stitch? So I can assure you, I asked myself the same question, but I got the books anyway. I got them off of thrift books, so I'll put a link in below, but thriftbooks.com. They have a lot of like used books and stuff. So this one is called...
You mean somebody parted with all this?
I know, can you believe it? The Christmas in the City series. And I'll show you a couple.
Show us a few of that.
I'll show you a few in here. This is Hank's Market. And these are all like kind of tall buildings. This is tall, thin buildings. The doctor's office.
Nothing says Christmas like that.
Like the well, this isn't Christmas though. Well, it is, I guess it is winter. I guess yeah, they all do have a winter bent to them because they actually come from, actual.
They're reproductions.
Buildings that you purchase it's like the Dickens Village. Porcelain pieces, and then.
Is this perhaps leading to the start of another collection?
No. My house is not big enough for that. So
I'm just kind of thinking to myself, all this needs to be a certain height to be Chester safe, right?
Definitely. I've already had to give a pillow from my JBW Seaside series that Janet finished for me. I've already had to give her back one pillow because he grabbed it and tore the trim off of it. Luckily, he didn't ruin the stitching. So, and I actually have another one that Janet's going to have to put the trim back onto. So, between him and my great niece, I'll tell you. Yeah.
Competition.
Then I got the New England Village series.
See if we recognize anything in here.
So let's see. Well, there's this is the captain's cottage, and McGreb cutters and sleighs. After a while, the buildings they all kind of look alike, but this is the Arlington Falls Church.
I think they're making that one up. But it is a typical New England church.
It is, yes. I think you need to stitch that.
I think that by the time you do all these, you'll be happy that you do own every single color of DMC, right?
Yeah. And this is the Blue Star Ice Company. So, and then the last one I got is called the North Pole series.
Festive.
Yep. And I'll show you a couple from this. This is Santa Bear Works. And here is Tassie's Mittens and Hassel's Woolies. I think some of these buildings are just so fun looking.
Yeah.
And here's the Elves Trade School. And then there's the let's see, where's the one I wanted to show you?
Santa's house is in there.
This is Santa's workshop. So.
That's going to keep you quite busy, Jane.
It's a collection.
I can see that.
It's a collection.
I can see that.
So I think there's a few more in the series, but
What made you stop?
I don't know. I don't need all of them.
You heard it here.
Clearly, I didn't need those either. But part of it is just stitching.
They're there if you need them
stitching
someday.
And collecting.
That's right.
So, so we kind of buried the lead, because we have 500 subscribers.
That's right. How did we forget that?
So we should say thank you to all of our new subscribers, and we hope that you like what you see and you'll stick around.
And tell your friends.
Yeah. As Chris was saying, if all of you only told one friend to subscribe, then
we'd be at 1,000 subscribers. But we are grateful to have 500. So
absolutely,
thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. It was really fun. For those of you who keep coming back, we really appreciate it too. So. Right, to thank you, we have a few giveaways. So do you want to?
Sure. First, we have a set of 3 quilt patterns. And these are complete kits. They were from Cross My Heart. And they come with the thread, the fabric, and
a little hanger.
To put them up.
Yep. So there's this
So
one,
that's one.
this one, and this one.
And all the usual rules. Please don't use the word giveaway or contest or anything like that. You do need to be 18 or over. And if you are interested in that prize, please use the word quilt.
Mm-hmm. And you need to be a subscriber.
Oh, yes.
So.
All right. Number 2 is a Foxwood Crossing sled design, and it's called Elf Made and Tested. And if you're interested in that, that is the pattern only. Please use the word sled. Now, these next 3 came to us from a generous former member of the Stitch group at our LNS, the World in Stitches in Littleton, Mass. And Marie moved abroad. We miss her very much. She was a lot of fun, and as you'll tell by the depth of these patterns, she was a phenomenal stitcher. And she had an extensive collection of large Hades and Mystic Stitch patterns that she left behind for those of us at the shop to take. And it has occurred to Jane and I that it's very unlikely that we would accomplish this in our lifetime. So we would like to...
We have Hades that we are working on now, and but some we can't stitch all the Hades.
No. So we'd really like to pass on the kindness of Marie with these. Mm-hmm. So this first one is Dreaming. This is a Hade.
It's called Dreaming in Color. Stitch count is 525 by 389.
Quite impressive.
Yeah. But look at all the little elements in there.
Yeah, it really is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah,
all right,
so use the word dreaming for that one. This next one is a Mystic Stitch, and this is Red Moon 2. And use the word moon if you're interested in that one.
300 by 231.
Oh,
But I was thinking,
comparison.
you maybe use red fabric in the back there.
Taking the easy
and
way
then
out
you wouldn't
there,
have to
aren't
stitch.
ya?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
I think that's pretty though.
Yeah, it is. And this last one is also a Mystic Stitch, and it's also beautiful.
I'm sorry, what were they going to use for that? Moon, right?
Moon,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And this last one, we'll use the word woods. And this is bluebells in the woods. And again, that really is gorgeous too.
250 by 250. Oh, that's a small one.
Yeah.
That's
But a very complete small one.
That's barely a
Bam.
bat. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
for those of you who don't know, BAPs are either big ass projects or big awesome projects. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, quilt, sled, dreaming, moon, and woods. So,
And we'll mail these in the U.S.
yeah, we'll mail them anywhere.
All right.
Yeah, we'll mail them anywhere.
Okay.
And let's see. So we'll probably film again in 2
weeks,
2
you think?
weeks. Yeah.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because we're a little late right now, right? So this
We're a
would.
little off our schedule, I
We
think.
are.
But
Yeah.
yeah. And you know what? Maybe we could give a little shout out on Instagram if we're getting close to remind people.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So let's see. This is the 3rd. Let's say we'll pull them on the 19th.
St. Patrick's Day?
Oh
okay.
yeah, 17th.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You have until St. Patrick's Day.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right. That is it. We want to talk about plans?
Wow. Oh, sure. Well, we've had made reference to our BoSSTchMe boards with our friends, Kathy and Missy. And as I guess I've said a couple of times, I'm really going to finish up Let's Talk Summer, which is kind of a little carryover for me. And then I am really happy to get back to Last Stitch Cemetery.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
right. You're doing that at a sale, right?
Yeah, with Tracy and Kristen, from both our friends from World and Stitches. I'm not sure where either of them are, but no doubt they're far ahead of me. So I'll hopefully catch up on that this month. And speaking of sales, I have Autumn Beauties from Fat Quarter Shop, which was released in 5 parts in October. And I haven't stitched on that since our Frugal Yankee retreat at East Hill Farm. And that was pulled this month, so I'm anxious to get back to that. And my other one, I had a non-cross stitch, work on a non-cross stitch project, so I might do that. I'll see. I have a couple of things in mind I like.
Okay.
And my other one was to clean and organize my craft space. And A, I don't like to do that. And B, I have the excuse that I can't move around too well yet. So I think I'm going to put my Prairie Schooler ornament in. I'm anxious to make some progress on that. So I think I'm going to sub that out this month.
Okay. All right.
How about you?
Yeah. You shouldn't be doing your craft room until you can walk.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't want to trip over anything.
And there's a lot to trip over there.
Well, I too am going to work on my BoSSTchMe board. I have, let's see, there were so many things. This is what my board looks like, and there were so many things pulled, and I only have 2 finished. I could have a bingo right across here, except the problem is that one of them is to finish Let Freedom Ring.
We're going to be much more conservative in our choices.
Next
round two of
next time. But I thought though that maybe I could, because it's 6 months, right? So I still have until the end of June to finish it.
Oh, okay, yeah, I guess
if I stitched on nothing else.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm thinking about maybe doing Monogamania.
Oh,
So,
one project.
Yeah.
That really would be made for me though, because you know how hard it is for me to pull myself away from a project once I start on it. So maybe that's maybe I finally start that hate. I don't know though. There's something about working all month long and maybe getting a page finished.
Yeah, right. Anyway, so I will definitely be working on more of my BoSStitchMe board projects, and then Chris and I are both doing No New Starts 2021, and 2022, and we're doing 22 in 22. So picking 22 projects. If you finish one, you can substitute a new start or another, whip, the same size. So small, medium, large, and BAPs. So this month is, and we're doing challenges monthly through the Chinese calendar. So this month is the Year of the Tiger. So, and there's like 4 different things, so stitch on something that has a tiger, stitch on, the lucky numbers are 1, 3, and 7, so stitch on something that has one of those numbers in it. I forget what the other one
Colors?
is. It might be color, yeah, and then the other one is flower, which is the plum blossom, and then there's the fourth one. The fourth one might be color. I don't know what it is. But anyway, I want to stitch on some things to enter that challenge. And then
could you do Pooh with Tiger?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Absolutely. I'll be pulling out Tigger. Yeah. And so let's see, what else? I do want to catch up on Let Freedom Ring. I've kind of let that languish a little bit, but I want to get back to, I want to make up the time that I lost, because I was stitching on it for like a half an hour.
Well, with all that snow and all the time you put into snow day, that kind of made a dent.
I know, yeah.
Yeah. And then Mondays, that's
right.
Mill Hill.
I know. Just, too many projects, too little time. And I'm definitely going to finish Barnyard Sampler. That one has, it's the alphabet, the numbers, and then a bunch of small little chicks. So I should be able to get that done in,
yeah, you're well on your way
short
there.
order. So so those are my plans, and yeah.
So I think that's it.
So thank you for joining us.
In about 2 weeks, and we'll announce the winners. So good luck to everyone.
And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.